Three, two, one. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? I'm rocking some Folgers with a little amaretto in it because 'tis the season for alcoholism. We're doing a giveaway today. Whew. So let's get everything all set up and get the doobly-doo loaded in, and we will start this going. Pop out chat. Copy. Properties. Paste. And the chat is live. I don't know why the camera has such a hard time focusing on me. It loves to focus on everything else in the background. So let me get this done over on Facebook. And good morning, Ken. How we doing today, brother? Oh, I meant to reach out to you last week. Is everything okay? I ran to the shop like 1, 2 o'clock, and your truck was still there. I hope everything, nothing bad happened. I saw they were cutting trees down and stuff in the backyard. They were finally cutting the rest of that mountain laurel down behind your fence, and they were cutting Doug's, what was it, oak tree, maple tree? I think it's an oak tree. Had a bunch of dead limbs in it, and some that were overhanging onto your property. That were pretty substantial. Where's the Book of Faces on here? No, they sent me to New Jersey, so I didn't have to leave until Monday morning. Oh, well, that's good. My contacts are bugging the hell out of me today. But they failed to tell me until I was 30 minutes away from home, on my way to on my way to Virginia. Yikes. Well, I'm glad you were able to turn around and get back. Yeah, it was an hour oopsie, but could have been 5 hours. Right? Gotta look at the positive. So today we are going to be doing a giveaway. I've had this knife floating around for way too long. Just a nice little drop point sack style knife. It's not fully sharpened because I never fully sharpen the blade until right before it's ready to go out. Just a little bit of cleaning up on the blade to do and make a sheath for it. So it's nice Damascus steel. It's, where's that? A little bit thicker than 1/8 of an inch. Giveaway, oh goody, yes. So there's a few little things that we're going to fix on the knife. We're going to make a little sheath for it. You fit a little present opener. See, the blade's only what? 2 3/4 inches long? There and abouts. So it's good for opening presents on Christmas morning. Or opening ungrateful children. I got some glasses coming so I can finally take these contacts out. Should be here on Tuesday. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see if they've updated my estimated delivery Tuesday. Still in Union City, California. Well, it left Union City, California at 2 a.m. on the 20th. So, who knows where it's at? Good morning, Alan. How we doing today, man? I need to call you after this live stream. I have dates and stuff for the Fire Festival, and people want me to start getting people together for that. The organizers want me to start getting blacksmiths and stuff for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think it's more or less just set up Friday night, but they want more blacksmiths. And Alan, lots of swearing incoming tomorrow. In-laws? Why all the swearing? Oh, it's still hot. But little amaretto is helping me out. You sent a picture. Oh, your CV joint is busted. That blows. Yeah, that's gonna be a real pain in the dick to fix. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I actually need to fix the front driver, my CV joint. I'm not sure if it's the joint or the axle. It's weird because the boot is still like pristine on it, but there's horrible grinding and stuff, so I need to get that addressed sooner or later. And my power steering pump is starting to fail, so that also needs to get fixed. Lots of issues. Anyways, we're doing a giveaway today, and I'm glad there's more than one person. Hope you have a garage. Yeah, it's gonna be cold as shit tomorrow. But doing a little knife giveaway. This one didn't quite turn out how I wanted. It's a teak handle. It's nice. Damascus, about 2 3/4 inches. It's a nice little cutter. Thick too. So we're gonna be fixing, this area here. It just didn't come out like I wanted, so I didn't feel right selling it. So we're gonna fix this, make a sheath for it, and do a giveaway. And give it another oil. It didn't really come out because, well, the handle split. So I just filled it with some some dark epoxy. I don't even remember which epoxy, but it's, you know, nice dark epoxy, and it looks nice when it's oiled. It feels good in the hand too. So we're going to do that. We're going to re-oil it and make a sheath for it. Yeah, something tells me Alan doesn't have a garage though. So the first thing to do, nice little carving knife. It is. But it's thick enough too that you could like baton and chop shit with it, or use it as a pry bar. Nice little drop point, sack style, rounded. It's a good thing. First thing we're going to do is address how that terminates into the handle. Teak is a tough wood. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what. Oh, and if it's not apparent, this is an 18 plus giveaway because it's a bladed implement. But I figured now would be a great time to get rid of this right before Christmas. Two car. Oh, you do have one. You just have to clean it up a bit. Well, I'm going to be guessing that's what your project is today, is getting the garage ready for your adventures tomorrow. That's one side. See how much of a difference a little moment with a knife will give you. That's great, at least you won't be out in the cold. Yes, he won't be out in the cold, but I kind of don't think he has a radiant heating setup, or do you? Because if you do, you and me are going to be hanging out quite a bit more, Alan. So I can get my stuff all finished on my vehicle. Let's just carve this down. Have the forge out there so I can get that fired up. Yeah, it's generally what I do when it gets cold. I just blast that on full. Usually heats up the space pretty good. I mean, half the time in the winter, if I'm being honest, the coal forge is more of a wood stove than a forge half the time. Would be nice if I had some of my, oh, I do, some of my needle files in here. Let's see. Brake drum from a match, so really big. Really big firebox. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Nice and cleaned up at least. I don't know why it took me so long to sit down and actually do that. It took me all of, what, 3 minutes? 4 minutes, maybe? Oh, man. Now, get a piece of leather here. I think I am going to do a thick leather for this. I think. What else do I have down in this box down here? Got this piece. Look at a lot of my knife sheaths are thicker leather. Got that guy. What else do we have up here? Got that. That's already. That was an offcut. Is this the offcut or is the offcut? I think this is the offcut. Do that right here. Nice piece of my pull-up leather. Let's see. So if I don't have to do any wet forming, I don't need this. Which, by its very nature, you cannot really wet form pull-up leather. It is an oil tan leather that is impregnated with wax, which is great because it's basically a waterproof leather, and you get like this nice, like when it gets moved and stuff, like if it's a briefcase or using it as a coat or something, or boots, you get these nice like use lines where it gets these nice white striations and stuff to contrast with the darker leather. It's fantastic. And since wax and oil, basically all you have to do is warm it up and they start going away. So it gives you a nice like patina almost immediately. Beautiful stuff. cannot wait till these glasses get here because this is bugging the hell out of me. So I do suppose let's start on the knife sheath. Now I realize I do my sheaths quite a bit different than a lot of quote-unquote professionals. So let's hop this over to the other screen. Droid cam. And I'll show you guys what I mean. There's droid cam there. There's droid cam there. Bloop, bloop. The access ports are okay. Let's get this put over. All right. Now, how I do my knife sheaths. First, try to get an impression of the knife. But what I end up doing is going to one side, just kind of hang that off. Trace the blade directly onto the back of the leather. Back of the leather there. And I know that's sacrilege for a few people, and I don't care. Flip. And trace it again. This is really good if you do not want to worry about doing any math or wet forming or anything else. Right there. And then I just do about 1/8 of an inch seam allowance on the whole thing here. And I just freehand that. It's not that important. I mean, it's important, but it's not that. Just as everything looks roughly even. Because you're going to end up trimming that away anyways. And from here, I just end up making this a wee bit bigger. So it's a little bit of a bell shape. Since it all gets covered anyways, no one cares. Or at least they shouldn't. If they do, too bad. Let's see. Alan. Worst part is that Mom's car also went down yesterday morning. Alternator went, we think. But may have also been the belt getting it towed to the shop this morning. Well, but depending on which belt it is, it's not too hard to fix. So that probably won't be that big a deal. Alternators, as long as that one pin isn't broken, are pretty easy they're pretty plug and play. But if it's just one serpentine belt, that'll be a pain in the ass. So where's my leather scissors? So the nice thing about doing the blade or the sheath this way is there's only one stitch line, and you don't have to worry about doing any sort of a gusset or filler piece, because when you do the spine flip, that gives you the internal of the gusset there. So unless you're doing a super large knife or a very that has a very curvy spine, you don't have to worry about it. Now, that being said, it will make it tight on the blade, which is kind of what you want. But it ends up very nice and simple, and there's only one stitch line and one piece of leather to worry about. And Alan. Yeah, hence sending it to the shop. Don't want the headache of dealing with the belt. Now, is it one of those cars that has a timing belt separate? Because if the timing belt is not separate, then good luck. I need to get new glue. This glue is definitely way past its prime. It's a Ford Focus. Why didn't you tell me that to begin with? I would have just told you to junk it. Like, come on, it's a Ford Focus. I had a Ford Focus for a hot minute. Bought it brand new. Regretted everything about it. I had to change the rotors on that hunk of junk like almost half a dozen times within the first year. Seems like that car is always up on blocks. I bought it brand new. And dealership was not any help either. Well, you know, it's not part of the drivetrain. Bunch of unhelpful assholes. Like, yes, but if the rotors are warping every 300, you know, between 150 and 400 miles, generally the 300 mark, because I was able to track statistics, it was broken that often. Clearly, there is an issue. It turns out, yeah, there actually is an issue. And they knew about it and just decided to try and hoist it off onto consumers. And dealerships knew about it too. That's why they didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. There's the glue. Let's let that sit for a couple minutes. Found on road dead. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but we fixed all those problems. Yeah, you fixed all those problems and you just made all brand new ones. Let's see, Alan. And to get the loan, they needed the title up for the truck as collateral for the loan. Yeah, so got to get it fixed. Yeah, definitely. And it looks like my droid cam just pooped out. Is it back? It's back. Sometimes doing this cam is a little iffy. But it usually works. Yeah, can't afford to let that car go by the wayside, I suppose, if you're worried about it dying all the time and you have the truck as collateral. That sucks. Well, this is the fun part of the whole leather working experience. Waiting for the glue to dry. It's 1 millimeter. That is 1 millimeter thread. That little man has a bunch somewhere around here. Bunch of crystal arrowheads he's dying to make into arrows because he has one of those elastic string bows. That's got to be another project coming up here in the near future. And droid cam conked out again. Why do you like doing this, buddy? Come on, buddy. Still too wet. You can kind of tell when it's getting close because it gets like a matte appearance. Not a Dave appearance, a matte appearance. Gotta wait for it all to soak in though. And I always do the full tip and then I come back when I go to varnish the edges and I clip those around a little bit. let's see, only one more year on the loan and looking to get it paid off early. Well, that's good. Currently, I need to go fight with Car Lot of Credit because they're still showing a lien on my car, even though I paid it off almost a year ago. So that's going to be fun. So I want to do some stuff with the insurance, and I can't. And when I can't do what I want with what is mine, I get very cranky. And I'm going to make it everybody else's problem. So sorry to leave you guys. I really gotta take this contact out. So, and this is still drying anyways. So just give me 1 moment. Okay, and I'm back. That was just really hurting me. And we're still waiting on that to get... I'm still waiting on that to dry off. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, while we're waiting, is everyone ready for the holiday? Because I know I'm not. A bunch of stuff going on for the next 3 days, and I'm still not done wrapping presents, which is mostly my own faults, but holidays get a little touchy and tedious and rushed. But yeah, if those glasses come in on Tuesday, that will be a Christmas miracle for me. I also need to order, new contacts, because these are the same ones I've been wearing for the last, God knows how long, 6 months, 8 months. When you're supposed to only wear them for, 2 weeks at a time, and then put new ones in, so they're a little past their expiration date. But again, I've been busy. Can't blame me too much, right? I mean, you can, but you're not going to get anywhere with it. And at least I'm home, instead of at the shop or out driving or something. So that does happen. I'm still mad at myself for losing my glasses, 2 years ago? I think it was. I was on this big elaborate trip, hip-hopping all across the country, and I had to make a connecting flight, and also, or not a connecting flight, but I had to make a flight, and I was running late, and I had to return a rental, and I had the bright idea of taking my glasses because I didn't have a case for them at the time. Why? I don't know. I make glasses cases. Shoeless cobbler or whatever. Anyways, had a nice brand new big SUV to make the drive from Omaha, Nebraska down to Missouri. Right? And then we were going to fly from Missouri to Florida. Well, the week was over. I had to return the car, and everything was kind of everywhere. It was middle of St. Louis, I believe. And you were in this big long line. Had a little man, he was screaming and fussing because he wanted to get out of the car, and there's all this excitement going on outside. I had the bright idea, because I didn't have the glasses case, of putting it where the sunglasses are. You know, that little pop down thingy that usually is the first thing to break on most cars? Put them up in there. Now these were like after all my insurance and everything. They were like $500-something. Super nice. I had them for 5 or 6 years at that point, because my eyes are pretty much at the point where they're not changing prescription, which is nice because I'm blind. Anyways, they fit right, they were transitions, they had all the bells and whistles. They're even the flexi, flex-on type material, so you could run them over with a car and they'd be fine. They were great. Great, great, great. Well, in all the commotion and hubbub, I left them up in there. And then, well, we don't, look in the cars, and we can't help you. They were still in there, just someone wanted to nick them and, either for themselves or sell them for a few dollars. So, my own faults, but I've been wearing contacts for way too long without any backup, as it were, because I do prefer contacts. I'm able to see a little bit better. I have the entire range of vision, and I can wear sunglasses, which a little bit more fashionable. I can wear closer fitting PPE. I only have to deal with that fogging up as opposed to my glasses and the PPE fogging up. They're nice. It's nicer. I prefer it. But yeah, not great. My own fault. Anyways, okay, this glue is set. Let's drop back, get back to the Droid cam and finish this all off, because it is already 9:45, and I know people got to get moving. I do too for the day. So, do I have my little brass hammer around here anywhere? Should. It's almost to the point where I need to pay someone to come in and just go through my whole office and desk setup here, because I am not the best at keeping myself organized. Through. Make sure all your edges are mostly even. And see how we did that big flare at the bottom? It turns into this nice little subtle thing. But once the handle gets, once it's a stitch and we shove the handle in there, this little flare will flatten out quite a bit. This will be a nice little tube type sheath. See how easy and nice that is? Anyways. better when you have it all set. And impact sets it off the best. Now, and where's my dividers? They're around somewhere. Yeah, let's just wing it. Oh, here they are. Ah, 1/8 inch stitch line offset. Actually, now that we have this like that, let's nick these edges real quick. And fix that stitch line. Yep, I did just smash my finger on that one. Feels great. Where's my 2 Pro? And this is a 5mm spacing with a 1mm hole. Depending on the project, I like doing either this stitching or for the quote-unquote finer art, do I have a single? No. For the finer arts, I do a 3mm pricking iron and what is it, 0.6mm? Yeah, 0.6mm thread. So that's for like my nicer wallets, my fun wallets get the 1mm thread. One, because it's faster and I can keep costs down because there's all the staining and dyeing and painting and tooling and stuff. So I need to offset that, and the easiest way for me to offset that is to use a chunkier, faster thread. Because at the end of the day, I do like keeping my prices down as much as I can. Not always the most feasible thing, but I like people being able to afford my, my wares. It's 1, 2, 3. And I always go 4 loops because thread is cheaper than therapy. I am very unhappy with this lot from Ritza though. You can see that some of the black thread is black, and some of it's this weird oil slick blue. It works well enough, but I just wish the color was a little bit more uniform. I think it's probably just this lot, but I've never had a problem with them elsewise. So Ken, I notice you haven't pieced out yet. Are you off for the holiday? Let's see. Heading to the truck now, just holding out for the giveaway. Well, it'll only be another moment or so, and then we will draw the numbers. See if you or Alan win, because no one else is around. Let me switch back to the other one, just so it's a little bit easier for me to work. Now, while it's not hard to saddle stitch, it is much more difficult to saddle stitch while trying to keep your hands in line for a close-up camera. It's always easier doing stuff off camera. And initially I was thinking about doing something holiday themed. However, I had no idea what to do. So that's why you're getting a knife. Or someone's getting a knife. And I will oil the knife and sharpen it and burnish the edges of this sheath off camera. Now this is about a $70 giveaway, all total. So, Merry Christmas to whoever's the winner. Remember, when you're doing your stitches, periodically, every 6 or so stitches, go through and pull the threads tight and just kind of organize them. I never try to exceed 10 stitches because then it just gets, well, honestly, just to be a pain in the ass. Looking good. Thank you. It is almost there. Now I do have to say again that this is an 18+ giveaway because it is a knife. However, Alan, I know you're older than me. Ken, I believe you're older than Bones, so I think we're fine. At least, I think you're older than me, Alan. Not exactly sure. You might be my age. Okay. There's my lighter. There's one side. There's the other. Let's just do one final hammering. Make all those stitches sit nice and pretty. And now comes the fun part. First couple times you got to force that knife in there, but it molds itself right to the handle. And that is the beauty of doing a tube sheath this fashion. Anyways, that is that. Nice little Damascus knife. And nice little pocket sheath for you. So, 56. Wow, you're that young? What happened? Anyways, that's done. Now time to pick a number. Since there's only 2 of you here, pick a number between 1 and 5. And I will use the random number generator to find a winner. You have 2 minutes. And since the droid cam is off, I can disconnect that. Stop. Ken is 3. Alan, 3. You guys got to pick different numbers. Alan is 4. Okay. Now, let's go to a random number generator. Between 1 and 5. Design screen. Fade it over. Random number generator. This is just one provided by Google. Minimum 1 and maximum 5. 1. Let's see. Who is closer? Ken is 3. You're the closest. Congratulations, Ken. You got yourself a new knife. Next time I come down to the shop, I'll drop this off for you. And that's that, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, blessed Yule, all that happy, fun stuff. Don't drink too much, especially you can at those wild holiday parties that you have. I don't know. Anyways, there you go. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for helping make this world better. One kerf at a time, and I'll see y'all later.